You look at it, and you just absolutely realize that a incredible, tragic crisis was averted.
Now on RTV6 News at 11, IU's Assembly Hall under scrutiny after a large piece of metal fell from the rafters and crashed into the seats below. Good evening, everyone. I'm Todd Connor.
I'm Erica Fly. It was a shocking moment this afternoon as people inside the stadium heard the crash and then saw that piece of metal come straight down.
Within the last few hours, we've learned the Hoosiers game against Iowa has been delayed, but the women's game is back on schedule for tomorrow as officials look into the safety.
We have been covering this story since the very beginning, and tonight Chris Prophet is live in Bloomington and joins us now with the very latest on this. Chris?
And it's the seats that no one would have wanted, because had that piece of metal come crashing down when people would have been sitting there, they would likely have been severely injured or killed. And tonight we believe that the weather may have played a large role in that incident. Ticket holders at IU's Assembly Hall, Section F, row 14, seats 106, 107, and 109 are incredibly lucky. This is what fell on those seats just hours before Tuesday night's men's basketball game against Iowa. An 8-foot-long metal fascia panel weighing 50 pounds came loose from the ceiling and wall, crashing to the seats below.
To go into the game tonight, I'm disappointed that we didn't get to do that, but that pales in comparison to what any of us would have felt like at 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight if something would have happened inside of that building.
Within 60 minutes of the incident, university officials called the game and brought in engineers to determine what went wrong. What they found was a large amount of melting snow and ice on the roof.
Every roof is designed to have some give to it, and this one did, but the amount of weight that's up there is somewhat exceptional.
The section that fell is part of the steel decorative plates that connect to the roof and walls of Assembly Hall. Visual inspections by engineers preliminarily found no structural problems. University officials say that the building's scooped roof was replaced 3 years ago and inspected last fall.
It doesn't sound like this was a long-term maintenance issue, but rather a traumatic event connected with a immediate weather situation.
Engineers think that the snow and ice accumulated in the lower part of the roof, then started melting on Tuesday, causing the section of metal facing to pop off. Not knowing the game was canceled, some ticket holders showed up only to be told to go home.
I got to understand why. You got to have safety, you know, but I'm still not a happy camper.
Saying that engineers are working around the clock, the metal panels could be removed while a complete inspection of the roof is done. University officials say that should be complete and Assembly Hall declared safe before Wednesday night's women's basketball game. And the university says the first thing that they are going to do, their priority, is to inspect the roof completely. They're working around the clock, and they say to also make any necessary repairs to ensure that that is safe. And they think that that will be completed, at least they will know much more, by about noon tomorrow. Also, interestingly, that the Indiana Pacers did offer up Bankers Life Fieldhouse for the team to play, but they just couldn't work it out on short notice. So now they're going to try and figure out how they're going to make up this game, but they say the most important thing is to make Assembly Hall safe. Reporting live in Bloomington, Chris Prophet, RTV6.
All right.